Welcome to Popcorn Talks. Watch it on Netflix. Ooh, jeez, I spit everywhere. I'm Michael Drew.
And I'm Lauren Salon.
And today we're going to give you our top 3 picks that you should watch this weekend.
Do it.
First up, in preparation for the upcoming barrage of comic book flicks like Batman vs. Superman, I suggest Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox. In this awesome animated movie, you see the Flash wake up in an alternate universe where things just aren't what they used to be. And the world is upside down. Wonder Woman's at war with Aquaman. Batman is Batman, but he's not really Batman because he's not Bruce Wayne. Because instead of Bruce Wayne's parents being killed, it is Bruce Wayne who was actually killed as a kid, and now his father is Batman, so distraught over the death of his child. Woo! Check it out, enjoy, prep, because the next upcoming months, you're about to get all superheroed out.
All right, guys, hitting you with a classic violent movie today. Scarface, directed by Brian De Palma and written by Oliver Stone. The movie is about Tony, played by Al Pacino, who is a Cuban refugee who arrives in Miami in the early 1980s. He has absolutely nothing when he comes to Miami, but he quickly establishes himself as a major boss, and a boss not to be messed with at all, or you will get killed pretty much in the Miami cocaine trade. It's about his rags to riches rise to extreme power, and then the greed and paranoia and excess that eventually leads to his utter demise. When this movie came out in 1983, it was a box office success, but it was also really criticized for its excessive use of violence, profanity, and drugs as well. But now watching it today, the violence might not seem that over the top, but back then this was like nuts. This kind of violence was stuff people were not seeing in films at all, which is characteristic of a lot of Oliver Stone films, if you are familiar with any of his other work. So this violence that we see in Scarface is just insane, you guys, especially for back then. It is super gnarly, especially the chainsaw scene. And watch it and you let me know if you did not think that was really crazy. De Palma and Stone created a very excellent film, and Pacino really delivers. He is such a badass in this movie, you guys. He's so good. I mean, he's a badass in just about everything, but was such a huge role for him way back in the day, and it is incredible. You know, he's the type of actor, and especially in this film, where you're watching it and you completely forget that he's acting, which is how good acting should be, right? The movie, though, you guys, I gotta be perfectly honest, it is depressing and it is dark. So don't expect to go in here and thinking you're gonna watch some like great, violent, like feel-good action movie, because it is nuts. So you heard it from me, just be warned going into it. It is awesome, though. So good, a classic, you gotta watch it. Also, fun fact, De Palma and Spielberg were buddies back in the day, and Spielberg decided to come by one day just to see how shooting was going, and says to De Palma while they're shooting this movie, he's like, hey, what about if you shot this scene this way? And Spielberg ended up kind of directing a scene in the movie. It's one of the very last scenes where, without giving away too much, basically he suggests that they shoot people running through the property low so you can see kind of their feet running across the lawn, and there you go, little Spielberg direction for you in the movie too. There you go, all these little fun facts for you. Now go watch it.
Next up, to balance all these choices of action-packedness and bloodshed, I am going to bring you a loving romantic comedy, Serendipity. Ooh, John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale doing what they do, an adorable yet quick-witted, chemistry-filled. It's just good. In this film, you find 2 characters who have a chance encounter with one another in New York City in the midst of the Christmas hysteria while trying to find the perfect gift for, ironically, or unfortunately, both of their significant others. They go on to have a phenomenal day with each other, which culminates with an awesome frozen hot chocolate at Serendipity. They have such a great chemistry, but because of their circumstances, they decide to go in opposite directions. 5 years pass, and they still haven't been able to let go of that one fateful night they had 5 years earlier. And before they can move on with their life, they go on a journey to find one another. It's a good one. I really suggest this flick. They go back and forth. Chemistry's on point. Enjoy.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's Watch It on Netflix. I'm Lauren Salon. You can find me all over the internet at Lauren Salon.
I'm Michael Drew. You can find me on Twitter at Michael_Drew, Michael EAL.
We'll be sure to see you guys next week for 3 more picks that you guys got to watch and binge right away on Netflix. Do it.